Hey everybody, what you see here is a General-Aire box fan, 20-inch box fan, made by GWS Corporation. Now this is one that, this one's pretty unique. I can't say I've ever heard of the brand General-Aire or GWS before. But this one I found at my favorite salvage store, and I've actually had this one for quite some time now. I've had it since June, but I just haven't gotten around to cleaning it up until now. I actually cleaned it last night, finally. And the reason for that is because it's in not the best condition, cosmetically at least. It was filthy when I got it, absolutely filthy. So I kind of was intimidated by that. So I was like putting it off, and I finally decided, I really got to get it. It was just sitting out in the open in parts and pieces. So I was like, let me just fix that up now and clean it up and get it ready to be, for a video, and then it can go in storage. But anyway, this one, it's very similar to, I would say, a Kel-Aire or like those Hunters or Montgomery Ward's box fans from like the 70s with the plastic blades. It's unique. It's definitely, I've never heard of this brand before. So first of all, the front grille, as you can see, is in pretty much perfect condition, at least in terms of like the slats. They're not missing or anything. However, it is a little bit broken here at the bottom. The slats have all like come broken off from the frame there, so that's probably, I'll try to glue those back together. The rear grille is in a little bit worse condition. It's not like cracked like the one in the front is. There's a little bit of breakage here in the corner, but then it is missing one slat right there, which surprisingly is all it's missing, just the single slat right there. And I think I found it that one slat sitting inside of the cabinet. I don't know where I put it, but if I can find it, I will definitely glue it back on and improve the cosmetic condition of this one. So on the top here, you can see the paint job on the cabinet isn't in the best condition either. It was originally this nice sort of avocado green, or like olive green almost. And it is kind of rusty a little bit. It does have the handle still, however, which is kind of surprising. And then the label is right there, as well as the switch knob. Now this knob is not original. When I got it, it actually didn't have a knob at all. I actually found this knob is the one that came with that hassock fan, the Hanovia Airflight hassock fan. And it fits on there, which is not the original knob for that fan either. I have no idea what this came off of, but it fits, so, it works for now. And then there's your label right there. You can sort of see it. It's a little bit faded. General-Aire, you can see the logo. GWS Corporation. I think that's the location. Somewhere. Yeah, I can't tell. And then there's the informations. 120 volts. Looks like 0.3 amps, 60 cycles. Maybe that was the model number right there. I don't know. And then the off, it is 3-speed, off, low, medium, high. Now, there are other videos of these on YouTube, but they're all single speed, and they have like a slider switch, so I'm not sure if this actual switch is original or not. I'm guessing it is because it is metal, and it is like a 3-position, 3-speed switch, but I'm not sure because all the other ones I've seen have like a white slider switch. But I'm not sure if that's just because those were single-speed models as well. As for... Sorry, I just had the washing machine cycle paused so that I could take the video, and it just started draining out of nowhere, so I had to go unplug it so it would stop. But anyway, the motor on this one, I believe, is a Macmillan motor. I'm not entirely sure. It's like a sort of a dark grayish blue, and it does have a label on there, which is kind of faded, and you can't really see it anyways because the grill is and the blades are blocking it. Yeah, I couldn't really read it when I had it apart anyway, but I did oil it and everything. So Oh, and then I also wanted to take a look at the bottom of the cabinet because I didn't see if there's any labels on there, which it looks like there aren't. And I don't know if those 4 holes would have held feet in the past or anything. But the bottom actually isn't in terrible condition. It also has this like blue house paint splattered all over it, if you noticed. It's also all over the cord, which I'll show you the cord right now. And here's the plug. An old molded plug. This is definitely a 70s era fan, I believe. And like I said, I know next to nothing about this brand, so if anybody out there knows anything about General-Aire or GWS Corporation, I would gladly be willing to accept any information that anybody has. So now, I guess with that being said, let's start the fan up now. Start it up from low. And this one's kind of interesting as well in that the speeds go low, medium, high rather than high, medium, low. It does vibrate a little bit, but once it gets up to speed, it's not that bad. And it's actually fairly quiet for being in the condition that it is. I did forget to mention the blades. The blades are plastic, which you probably figured out. They do have, there's 2 of them have like chunks missing off of the tips of them, which I'll show you in a minute after I turn the fan off. But that doesn't really seem to affect the airflow. That might be why it's vibrating, honestly, because the blades are out of balance. Okay, medium. Makes a little bit of a noise on the higher speeds from the vibration. That's not that bad. It's just because it's shaking a little bit. But the fan itself is very quiet. Alright. And finally, high. Really, really good air mover. Alright. Spin down from high. Wow, that's actually a pretty good spin down. And then I also now can show you that blade has a chunk missing out of it, and that one. The rest of them are fine. And there are little cooling fins on the inside, on the blade hub, to cool the motor, which is pretty cool. Pun intended. But anyways, now I'm going to turn it around because I want to see if I can capture the startup sound that the fan has. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it wasn't that much of a startup sound, but definitely hurt a little bit there. So I won't make you watch it spin down again. There we go. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything that I missed about this one. Once again, if anybody else knows anything about this company, or like, I don't even know really who the OEM of this would be unless they actually manufactured this themselves, the GWS Corporation. So yeah, that is the General-Aire box fan by GWS Corporation. So thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I will see you in the next video.